What's that white boy think he's doing? You know, it's just funny how people reacted. Oh, you're Sean Clyde? Man, I thought you was black. There isn't really an issue. The work speaks for itself.
Yeah,
I've been in Augusta for 10 years. I moved here 10 years ago. Dark Corner started when I first moved here. I really didn't have a studio built yet, so there was a small little apartment that I decided to rent, and it was dark back there, so that's how it became Dark Corner. And then from there, it moved several times, and finally wound up here. Along the way, we've managed to build a really strong team with national and local artists, and great producers, and I guess myself leading it. So we've also merged with Done Deal Enterprise. So Dark Corner and Done Deal are together now under the Hit Factory. I've probably had about a dozen other producers come up under my, basically under me, trying to learn and stuff, and I just taught them about producing, engineering, how to make beats, maybe even how to play an instrument. A lot of the artists that come to me, especially the singers, I'll try to get them involved in actually playing something. I got Nakia Starr right now, I'm trying to teach her piano, and Chris Augusta, I'm trying to teach him guitar, and I really like to get everybody involved in it. But my uncle, Roy Clark, occasionally he'd take us on the road to a show or something like that, but we never, other than maybe see him on TV, it didn't make no difference to anybody in the family. When I was about 5 years old, my uncle started bringing instruments to me, and every 2 weeks he'd bring me a new instrument if I learned the instrument that he had brought me the 2 weeks prior, and just basically put several hundred instruments in my hands. I don't know if you actually learn to love music, but I definitely, it helped mold me. So I guess the way that that's evolved is now everything's electronic. So just using the theory behind the music helps me be a better producer. I know what I like when I go into a studio and how to be comfortable, and it makes a better creative atmosphere, and I try to give that to every artist that comes in here. Man, I just love it. I love that creative process, and it's like each time a person comes in, it's like a blank slate and a painting that you got to put together, and everybody's different. There's been some fairly big name acts come through here, Cujo Goody recently, and some others, B.O.B., Jim Johnson, who did the Rockstar track. They come in here, we collaboed on some stuff, but it's sometimes it's a little scary and intimidating, to be around such greatness. And I'm fairly new in the hip hop, I think, but I really just like to take it in and soak up as much of the energy and learn as much as I can every time it happens. There is so much talent in Augusta. I see it being bigger than Atlanta, possibly, kind of like the Nashville. It's our Nashville. So Georgia's Nashville. So that's pretty much how I see it coming up. I just want everybody that's in Augusta to have a fair shot, I want to make sure that everybody gets heard, and that's my goal, is to get everybody heard. I can finally see the fruition of all the work that I've done, and to see these people succeed, to see these artists finally meet their goals is like the greatest, it's like a payback, it's sweet success.